Do you know about variables in Python? How they are used in programs? Do you know the rules to write variable name and how the values are assigned as well as manipulated in Python? Please watch this video till end to know the answers to all these questions. Thanks for subscribing this channel, and if you are new to this channel, then click on the subscribe button to stay informed about our future video uploads. You can connect with us at various platforms mentioned here. Give a thumbs up to the video if you like the content. It gives us a motivation to produce more informative contents like this. Hello everyone and welcome to aipython. This is lesson number 10 and we are going to understand about variables in Python. You can find the link for Python basic series from the I button displayed at the top right corner of this video. So agenda for today's video is: what is variable in Python, need for variables in Python, assigning values to variables, guideline and rules to write variable names in Python, example on how to use variables in Python program, and how value of the same variable can be changed. We'll see and go through all the agenda in the details. Okay, so what is variable in Python? Variable in Python are temporary location name to store values. So you want to store some value, so you need a name to store that value. For example, you want to store apple, you need a basket to store the apple. So basket here acts as a temporary location name and values are in the form of apples. So you store a value to a variable. This is a real world example to make you understand what exactly variables are. So variables can store number as well as strings. We'll see, like 1, hi, 7.5, hello, 88, Python, aipython. So that means these types of value can be stored in a variable. Now we'll see in details there are different categories in number like int, float. So moving ahead, need for variables in Python. Why do we need actually this variable in Python? The variables are the essential part of any program, whatever kind of program it is. So is the case with the Python. Python also needs a variable to store the value, and that value can be used by different section of program. For example, you want to add two numbers, you store the numbers in two different variables and add them together in different variables and print the results. So we'll see the example, practical example of using variables in Python using our Python IDLE. Okay, now we'll see how we assign a value to a variable. So this is the syntax for assigning a value to a variable. So here x is a variable name. We can name it as anything that we want. We'll see the naming convention of a variable in the later part of this video, but as of now we'll see this is the variable name and this is assignment operator. We are going to see different kinds of operator, but for the time being just understand assignment operator assigns a value and this is the value that we want to assign it to x. So this is the syntax when we write a program in Python. This is the way we assign a value to a variable. This statement says the value of 10 is being assigned to x. So now x is holding a value of 10. Whenever we want to print a value of 10, we don't have to print 10. We can print x, that will print 10. X not only can store numeric values, but it can also stores text value, string value. So we'll see how. So we can store string value to x, and hence we can say Python is dynamically typed language. What dynamically typed means, whenever you assigned a different data type. Okay, so this new term data type is there. Don't worry about it. Data type is our next video. We are going to discuss about various data types in Python. So don't worry about it. Right now just understand, previously 10 was assigned to x. Now I'm assigning a text, or more precisely a string, to a variable x. So now variable x is holding aipython as a text. Now moving ahead. So now we'll see the guidelines and the rules to write a variable name. So you cannot write anything that you want in Python. There are certain specification provided by Python Foundation which says these are things which are allowed. That means any letters can be used for naming a variable. For example, you can write a, ab, abc, x, xy, xyz. So these are the allowed names that you can use for variable naming. Second one is you can use underscore. Underscore can be attached before, after, or in the middle with the letters for writing variable names. For example, underscore xy, comma, or you can write x underscore y or x y underscore. This is also allowed. You can use these names for writing of Python variables. Also, variables name are case sensitive. For example, if you write name in all small letters and another with first capital and the remaining small, and the third one is all cap, so these three are different for Python. So Python is case sensitive. And the not allowed are variable name cannot start with number. For example, 0_1 or 1_test or 1_x, anything. So you should not write, or you cannot write variable starting with a number. White spaces. In simple word, space. You cannot write a variable name by putting a space in between a name. For example, a space b as a variable name. You can't write a space b. And the third one is special sign symbol like plus and minus cannot be used in the variable name. For example, a minus b you can't write in a variable name, x minus y. So these are the guidelines you should keep in mind before naming a variable in Python. And one more tip I would like to give you on top of it, always try to use lowercase while you're writing a variable name. It is not necessary, no guideline is given, but a most common convention of writing a Python variables are putting them into a lower cases. Now we'll see example on how to use variables in Python program. So here we'll open Python IDLE. In case you are not familiar with Python IDLE, that is Integrated Development and Learning Environment, you can watch the video, and the link for the video is given in the description as well as in the I button at the top right corner. So we'll open Python IDLE, and now we can write a similar program that is written in the left side. X equal to 5. So nothing will be printed because we are not printing any values. Y equal to 6. So I have assigned 5 to x and 6 to y. Now we want to add these two numbers. I can do in two ways. I can directly write x plus y. It also gives me a result 11. But we can create another variable to store the sum of these two numbers x and y. So we can create a variable named sum equal to x plus y, and no result will be here because we have not displayed sum. Now we want to display the sum, so we can write print sum. So this will give a value of 11. So here we have seen assigning a number to a variable. Now we'll see another example where we assign a string to a variable. We'll see the example. A variable name is p which holds a value of welcome as a string. So we can write p equal to welcome and then hit enter. Now we want to store text called everyone in Q. So we'll assign Q equal to everyone. We wanted to add these two text. This sounds funny, but yes, we can add two strings in Python also. Actually they are called concatenation, but here to add two strings we'll use plus operator. So in case you don't know operators, we're going to discuss operators in the next coming videos, but this is operator. So when you write plus in between two variables, so this is called operators. We are going to see it in the next coming videos. So here we'll write another sum1. Why I'm writing sum1? Because sum is already holding a value of x plus y. We can also write here sum, no problem, but this a variable which is holding a value of 10 will be updated here. Okay, don't confuse here, just see, just go through it, you'll understand. We'll write a variable named sum1 and then write p plus q. Now we want to print the value sum1. And you see there is no space between them because we have not provided any space while writing the text. So now we'll see another example where we can put space between these two variables. I mean these two text like welcome space everyone. We'll see one example. So what I have done a little tweak. I provided a space after welcome and before everyone. I mean you can use any one of them. For example, you write p equal to welcome and then space. This space will be counted while printing. So we'll write q equal to everyone. Here we have option, we can put space here because we already have put space here, so we do not need to put space at both the places. However, I have mentioned in the code that you can either put a space here in the front or you can put a space at the back. We wanted to get a value which has welcome everyone separated by space. We'll provide sum2 equal to p plus q. Now we wanted to print sum2. Here you understand, we can put space in the text in the double quotation. We cannot put this space outside the quote. So to represent string, in case you have any confusion, we cannot put string like a number. We have to put it in double quotes. So whenever we are trying to put any strings, we have to put it in double quotes. Here one very interesting fact. If you wanted to print, like for example, you can also put number in the quotation. That will be considered as a string in Python. For example, if I write a equal to 2. For human this looks like a number, but for Python, once it is enclosed by the double quotes, it is no more a number, it is considered as text. We can print it, or simply you can write a and it will be printed. This is not a number, this is a string. So now moving ahead, how values of same variable can be changed. We have seen in the last example also that if the same value is assigned to a variable or a different value is assigned to same variable, the variable gets updated. We will see through an example. So we have initialized x and y with 5 and 8. What is initialized? Initialized means the initial value when the program starts, x will hold a value of 5 and y will hold a value of 8. We'll go through certain scenarios and see how the values are getting updated. So we'll see. So we have assigned x equal to 6. Now the value of x was 5 earlier, now it becomes 6 because we have assigned a new value to same variable. In the next scenario, when we say x equal to x plus 1, x was 6 in the previous stage, now the value of x is incremented with 1. Now x will store a value of incremented x, that is 7. So x is no more holding the value of 6 and 5. In another case, when we write x equal to y, here both are variables. In this case what will happen, the value of y is getting transferred to x. The value of y will remain same because we are not going to change it. The x value will also become 8. In another case, when we assigned a value of hello to x, so 8 will be replaced by hello in x. So x is no more holding any numeric value, it now holds hello as a string. As well as the data type of x is also changed. Why data type is changed? Because earlier it was storing numeric value, now it is storing string value. As I told you, don't worry about data types. We are going to cover data type in our next video. I think this is all for this video. If you have any questions, suggestion or comment, please write in the comment section. We would love to answer all your queries. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the content, please hit the like button and also subscribe our channels to get more update.